Igbo'S rejects Amajiris relocation to Southeast. The Igbo on Tuesday vowed to resist the influx of the Amajiris in the Southeast. Their leaders lamented the increasing relocation of the northern youth despite the interstate travel ban by the federal government. The highest Igbo social-cultural organization, the Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, the Igbo National Council (INC), and the Anambra State Association of Town Unions (ASATU) called for a halt to the influx. The Ohaneze Ndị Igbo Youth and the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria (PFN) also kicked against the development. They accused security agencies of complicity the free movement of the Amajiris, which they said makes a mockery of the ban. Ohaneze President in Anambra State, Chief Damian Okeke Ogene, said the federal government has failed to effectively enforce its order. He said it was left for the people to protect themselves. The federal government is not ready to protect us. We must take our security in our hands. No other person can do that. We are ready and we want those without a mission in the state to find alternative abodes. This state can't contain us and them, Ogene said. INC described the relocation of the Amajiris to the southeast as an assault on the Igbo. Its president, Chilos Confident, expressed dismay at what he called the clandestine movement of the Amajiri into various communities and towns in Igbo land. He claimed that he had information that there was an interior motive behind the relocation of the Amajiri, especially as they were granted unrestricted freedom of movement. Confident urged Igbo leaders to reinvigorate their vigilance outfit and initiate an identification exercise in their community. We also enjoined the vigilant group to commence regular combine and security of all forests of our community. INC will do everything possible to protect the citizens and territories of the Igbo nation state, he said. ASATU National President Chief Alex Onukwe wondered why the Amajiri were moving to the southeast rather than returning to the state of origin. He told reporters, on behalf of all the communities of Anambra State, we express our disgust and total disappointment with ongoing wicked efforts by some desperate citizens who are engaged in the wicked act of shipping strange persons from northern Nigeria to the south, Anambra State and the southeast inclusive. We wish to warn that should this callous business of shipping strange persons continue, Amajiri or not, from the north or elsewhere to Anambra State in light of COVID-19 restrictions, the communities of Anambra State will be left with no choice than to confront the situation with all the seriousness it deserves. We can no longer take it as child's play. Whosoever that is or are behind this wickedness must refrain from doing so immediately, as the communities of Anambra State can no longer fold our hands and watch on as our lives are being threatened by the mischievous inclinations of some unpatriotic citizens who can go as far as hiding human beings between animals and bags of cement or whatever and smuggle them from the north parts of the country down to Anambra State and the southeast. Ohanaeze Youth, in a statement by its National Deputy President, Dr. Kingsley Dozie, urged the southeast states to ensure the Amajiris return to where they came from. We will no longer tolerate the sabotage by security operatives who should man our borders and stop the influx of the Amajiris, including suspected Boko people extremists. We are engaging our youth vigilance groups to take charge of the borders. Enough is enough. We are warning all the security operatives to adhere strictly to the ban or interstate movement. We are now positioned to check the borders ourselves. We will not condone the sabotage from greedy and selfish security operatives and businessmen. The lives and property of our people are very important to us, Toze said in a statement. The PFM said the free movement of the Amajiri, despite the lockdown, was a threat to effort to curtail the spread of COVID-19. National Vice President Southeast, Dr. Cosmos Ilechukwu, said it was strange and inexcusable that these men and women are flooding into the southeast despite the nationwide lockdown and ban on interstate travel. To this end, we are calling on the southeast governors to walk the talk by putting up stern measures to ensure the protection of the region boundaries. The current situation should not be left unchecked as it possesses grave danger to this zone, he said. The Pediatric Association of Nigeria, PAN, expressed concern over the treatment of the Amajiris. The association, in a statement by its president and secretary, Professor Edward Aliko and Dr. Petronila Tabanisi, said the Amajiri were at risk of COVID-19 infection and transmission. It said reports that some of the Amajiris were rejected by their states of origin and forced to return to where they came from was condemnable. The statement reads, PAN condemns the situation where Nigerian children are treated as pawns in the chessboard of political leaders or as irritants on our leaders to be casually, carelessly, and defiantly shoved away in their own country. PAN demands that these children be treated not just as humans, but as vulnerable persons who play no role in and cannot take responsibility for decisions of adults and leaders that have led to the current situation. We also call on individuals, corporate bodies, including NGOs, to assist the government in resettling these children in their various communities and providing them with optimal opportunities, decent and safe environment, and quality educations. Thank you for listening to this news. Yes, I must commend these great decisions. This is the best thing to do. Relocating them is the best option. And having done that, um, there should be the need for the settling of the family of the family where these children actually came from, because I know that it is the situation on ground, the situation in present is what has warranted the parents releasing these children to travel this far to unwanted states, a state they know nothing about. So I really commend this. Yes, the 12 northern governors and states who created them and claim it's part of their religion should share them. They should share them. In the East, we believe in family. Even the poor ones send their children to learn a trade with relatives or other families. They don't have kids just for election purpose or terrorist program. Amajiris should be sent back to the south. We don't have land for terrorists. Period. So my viewers, what's your take on this? Please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.